All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Going to diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. And this means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. Now we care about this because if women click somewhere in our ad, that means they did not simply scroll on by, which means our ad did enter their brain because they clicked somewhere on the ad, which means their chance of them buying from us at that point becomes a non-zero. And that's the only time that happens. So we got to get this number as high as possible. Under 6% means there's something terribly wrong. Above 6%, easy. And that's because unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Super common, the thing I keep seeing everywhere, but it's not, everyone accepts it as normal, but it's not normal, is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. The deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes, 3 PCM, which we'll talk more at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So our universe is taking shape here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Easy enough, we got the solution. BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. And we know this because we invented it. And all we do is we duplicate the current Boudoir Facebook ads. So we leave the original, we duplicate it, and we only treat the duplicated ads. Treatment takes about a week. We look at the metrics. After a week, we keep whichever one running has the best metrics. And it's always been the Boudoir Pico treated ad. Once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment. So we get rid of the 3 pre-click mistakes, we achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So it's our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Easy enough, treated with Boudoir Pico takes about a week. Achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. Next, my residency. So I went out and took some Boudoir Facebook ads out there in the universe, brought them back to the hospital, tested them, treated them, and so we'll go through that here. First part of my residency, found the first one, brought it to the hospital, tested it. Unique CTRL 4.3%. Anytime unique CTRL is under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. So this one has BLCS. And so we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTRL up to 6.88%. And so we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, then now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to actually get it their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So now the Boudoir photographer can pocket that 3,700 bucks a month as kind of like a phantom profit. They don't have to spend it. It's like 40K phantom profit over in the next year without having to do any extra work. All right, second one that I brought in to the hospital, tested it, found the unique CTRL was 1.39%. So it's under 6%. So we know that's BLCS is present. So it can duplicate it, treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, and got the unique CTRL up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. And when that happens, if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad and get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. And that means the business owner, the boudoir photographer, can pocket that 8,400 bucks a month that they no longer have to spend as kind of like a phantom bonus, as like an extra burst bonus, phantom bonus. They can actually increase the, they can actually increase the money in their pocket by like 100 grand over the next year, literally by just having their Boudoir Facebook ad treated with Boudoir Pico. And finally, had a patient come in. Unique CTR was 5.03%, so we know that BLCS was present. Also treated it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. Got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found out the original was wasting 67% of ad spend. And as a result, we are, if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original, now he only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get the ad into the same number of women's brains in the both scenarios. So that extra 6,700 bucks a month, he no longer has to spend. He pockets that. It's like a phantom bonus, and that's like 80K at the end of the, in 1 year. In the next 12 months, that he no longer has to. He literally no longer has to. Spend. So it's kind of an extra bonus for him. So the average Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, look at the numbers here: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. So the average Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. So if they're spending more, if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, the average is 5K per month being wasted. Approximately, we can put that back in their pockets. That's like approximately 60K over the next year. All right, so now we're going to diagnose this if we believe it has BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. First thing I'm seeing, got the below creative cluster mistake. False belief that caused us to make this mistake is we're believing that everything Facebook tells us or recommends us to fill out for our ad is the best thing for us to fill out and not the best thing for Facebook when we fill it out. So it screws us because it causes way more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. And Facebook on the back end gets richer because the more women scroll by our ads per unit time, the more ads Facebook can serve per unit time, and they make more money when they do that. So we never want to make this mistake. Next mistake, or next thing we look at, creative. We got the looks like an ad mistake here. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we actually believe our Boudoir Facebook ads should look like Boudoir Facebook ads because that's what everyone else's Boudoir Facebook ads look like, so everyone else cannot be wrong. Can they? Well, in every Boudoir Facebook ad I've tested and the backends I've looked at, 100% of them have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, because they're making some or all of these 3 pre-click mistakes. So the consequence of making this mistake is way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ads than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6% and contributing to BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, going to look at this See More headline up here. First 2 3/4 lines, Facebook newsfeed mobile. We're only utilizing 2 lines here. Want to win a Boudoir session? What if you never feel ready but do it anyway? All right, so that's the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe we set enough context to get the optimized number of right women clicking on our ads. But in fact, we're lacking a ton of context here. And we're actually going to get way more women scrolling by our ads than necessary who could have been perfect if we had not made the lack of context mistake and who actually would have clicked in and had a chance to buy from us. And as a result, this pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, and it actually increases the probability that we have BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So after looking at all these things, so my diagnosis, if I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, aka a unique CTRL under 6%. Yes, I do. So I believe the unique CTRL of this one is under 6%. And it can be solved though. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking out into the marketplace, seeing it get more and more saturated. It seems like when someone gets a new iPhone, every single day, someone's throwing up a new Google My Business profile up on Google Maps, saying they do boudoir photography, or Like get a new camera, they're posting the mom groups on Facebook saying they do boudoir photo shoots. And you're seeing it's just getting, more and more competitive, more saturated, more boudoir photographers. And, you're seeing, inflation, cost of living rise. So you're seeing that, so you've actually already been optimizing your business, pulling more profit out of other places in the business, becoming more optimized, same effort, more results type of things, or even less effort, same results, less input, same results. And you have seen what our Boudoir Pico solution can do for others. So spend 10 grand a month on average. It'll approximately save, be able to eliminate 5K a month in wasted ad spend back into your pocket, approximately 60 grand over the next 12 months. And if you want that result with Boudoir Pico, because you want to achieve pre-click alignment, so you become a dominant Boudoir advertiser, and you achieve Boudoir brain entry boost with your Boudoir Facebook ads, because you need that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city, then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake, new patient inquiries. And I will, well, I'm not open for inquiry, not open for new patient intake right now. My DMs are closed. But if we are able to, well, when I do open up for new patient intake, DM me and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.